What's up everyone? So today in this video I wanted to revisit Mary Shelley's Frankenstein on the Pinball arcade because yesterday I just finished watching the movie and I wanted to talk a little bit about it. First of all, thank you guys for recommending me to watch a lot of these movies. I've been meaning to watch a lot of movies that have been built into pinball games. So my last one that I watched was Bram Stoker's Dracula from Williams and an original Blade Runner 2049. And so I watched this one yesterday and I loved it from beginning to end. Because it brought a lot of concepts, a lot of it was like philosophical, because it was talking about like life and death, whether, at what point does life end, and is it ethical to create life from things that are dead? And so that's what he was doing here. Victor Frankenstein was creating, he wanted to prolong life because, he saw his mother pass away and he fell in love with his quote-unquote sister, but they weren't blood related, but he wanted to extend that, and so he didn't think that life should end. So his whole thing was about creating, extending life forever, right? And it has a lot to do with today because, you think about how, the average lifespan of a human being used to be, like late 20s, early 30s. And now the average is 70 years old, 70, 80 years old. And you think about how medicine and technology is increasing. And so, you never know what the average lifespan can be years from now. But also apart from that, there was a thing where, Victor Frankenstein created this creature who has no name. And, I felt, in a lot of ways, I felt sorry for in a lot of ways I felt sorry for the creature played by Robert De Niro, because he didn't choose to be like this. But you can see in the movie, if you've watched it, I don't want to give any spoilers, but you can see in the movie how he is actually not a bad person. He helps a family. You can see scenes where he helps a family pick out some crops after a frozen year, right? And he helps a blind old man fight off a landlord. And so you can see too that this creature, even as ugly as it may seem, has a soul, and even till the end you'll notice that. And I don't want to give any endings away or anything like that, but another thing I liked too was I have a huge celebrity crush on what's her name, who played Elizabeth, Botham Carter, Rachel Botham Carter, I think is her name. Let me just check. Rachel Botham Carter, or is it Helena Bonham Carter? Helena Bonham Carter. I just absolutely love her. I think she's gorgeous. I've been watching a lot of Tim Burton films, and she plays in a lot of Tim Burton films, so I've been looking at movies that have her in it, so I'm going to be watching a lot of movies with her in it. But yeah, I loved her role in here. I think it was great. She's just, she's so cute. Robert De Niro playing as the titular creature was okay. He studied stroke victims to learn how to speak in a way that would replicate what he was trying to do. So yeah, and now having watched that film, playing this table seems a lot more interesting because you can connect with the sound bites are coming from, the imagery, So I highly suggest you, if you have not watched this film, definitely watch the films that the pinball tables were made from, including Waterworld is another one I want to watch. Johnny Mnemonic, I'm going to watch that one too with Keanu Reeves, because VPW released a version for that table. There's been a lot of them, so it's really cool being able to watch cinema and connect it to pinball. I just love that. What else I want to say? Yeah, I wanted to mention also there was a show that aired in the 90s. It was in the US, so I'm not sure if my European or Canadian subscribers will know this, but it was called Dinner and a Movie, and they would be making a dish, and and then they would be talking about a movie. So they would play the movie, and in between commercials they would be making a dish, and I just love that concept. They had like jazz playing in the background. So if any of you guys have heard about it, I don't know where you can watch it, but it was Dinner and a Movie back in the day, and they play some interesting movies. So I wanted to give this a go here. I know this has been a lot of talk, but I think this was more about the movie than it is the pinball. I mean, the pinball is great, but so this is also a relatively high-scoring table. I also love the fact, I think his name is Tom Hulsey, who was playing his friend, Victor's friend at the school where he was studying medicine. He also played Mozart and Amadeus. I loved his part in the movie. I also thought the cinematography and the costume design was great. Replicating the period that this movie took place in, with the plague. But yeah, really enjoy watching movies, especially ones based off pinball. So I can tell you though that this like jazz music, this funky music that you hear on the table was definitely from not in the movie, unless it was in a different cut, but I don't remember this jazz music. It was also funny, like there was some funny parts in it. It makes me think, did Robert De Niro do voiceovers for this game? Is that how it works? Because I know they have some sound bites from the movies, but things like million, that's gotta be voiceovers. So I have done a lot of videos for this table. I've done the Stern Pinball Arcade version, as well as the VPX version. I think this is my first time on the TPA version. This is a free table, so
It's alive.
it's alive. Oh! That was close. And let me know what you guys thought about the movie if you've seen it. Who am I?
Elizabeth?
Oh, kickback. I had a kickback.
It's alive. Save the scene! Elizabeth! Save the scene! It's a lynch mob! Say my name.
There was also like romance too. There's the stitches.
That's it!
See, getting a billion on this table is like kind of standard.
Lock is lit.
Kickback.
It's alive.
Design-wise, this table is like perfect. I mean, it has flow. It's got a nice kickback. It's got an extra third flipper. It's got, you know, bumpers. It's got a ramp. It's got, I don't think it has any drop targets though. Has a lot of spot targets, no drop targets. Has a, what do you call that? Kick out, not a kick out hold, but eject. No, there's a name. Scoop. Yeah, scoop. Has a scoop there where Geneva is. Has another scoop near the creature as well. Pretty cool artwork on the plunger. See, this table gives you a lot of extra balls. Geneva.
Say my name.
I'd want to see like a mod. I think didn't they do like a modern adaptation of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein recently? I think I saw like them do that, but I'm not sure if it was an adaptation or its own thing.
Say my name.
Yeah, and I'm also I've added a lot of movies that you guys have been recommending on my watch list, so I have a lot to watch and talk to you guys about. Shoot North Pole to lock balls, okay? There's that machine. Oh no! This is a 6-ball multi-ball, I believe. Wait, isn't it supposed to be a 6-ball multi-ball? Yeah, I think it is. I think this is one of the tables with like the highest multi-balls or something. But yeah, I also, before I end this video, I want to read the little caption. Is the jackpot the North Pole?
Elizabeth? No!
No. Shoot North Pole. Lock. Oh, yeah. It's North Pole. Oh my gosh. See, I already got to 1 billion, and I still have an extra ball.
No!
And I jinxed myself.
That's it! Live again!
There's our extra ball. Okay. Here's the skill shot. Oh, I don't think there's a ball save timer on an extra ball, is there? Is that like how they usually work?
We need more power! Elizabeth?
Elizabeth?
Say my name.
I would love to play this in real life if I could find a machine.
Whoever! I'm not ready!
Oh no! Oh, I love when it gets into the flipper. I mean, the kickback from the drain. Oh!
Elizabeth?
Playing with my controller. Oh no! Oh, look at that! That was insane! Now that is insane. Like, I wonder how often that happens in real life. Like, real life gameplay.
Elizabeth! Geneva.
Oh yeah, we got an ultimate ball. Here it is. I remember this scene too. You have to watch the movie to understand that DMD animation. Shoot left orbit. Oh no! Geneva. Jackpot grows. No! Could have nudged there. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? Let's see, I got to 1 billion. I got with extra help of extra balls. Let's just put in, because I want to show you guys. I want to read the.
Lies in a shallow grave.
I want to show you guys the extras. So, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein from 1995 is a deep and atmospheric table designed by John Borg. This Sega produced table, released in '95, features interesting modal gameplay, spectacular music, and a fully animated Frankenstein monster that actually throws the balls across the playfield during multi-ball. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein was also one of the only pinball tables to use an oversized 192 by 64 pixel DMD. 3,000 units of the table were produced. And let's also have a look at the flyer here. Wow. Wow, look at this. See, everyone knows the story of the doctor that created a monster. The monster forced the doctor to create a suitable mate. For the first time, the rest of the story can be told. It seems the monster grew weary of his mate and made the doctor return to his laboratory to create something that would keep him entertained. Artwork, the creature. Turbo bumpers, a staple of pinball playfield. With 4 turbo bumpers, the action never stops. Our new software ensures our pops will have lighting response and power long after the first coin drop. Choose either the movie soundtrack or Edgar Winter's rock and roll classic. Oh, I think that's what you can do even in the game. I think. Let me see. Is that what you can do? Wait, you can change something, can't you? Oh, left film soundtrack. Oh. Okay, so the film. Yeah, that's what you can do. Well, guys, thank you for watching me play Mary Shelley's Frankenstein on the Pinball Arcade. And hope you enjoyed what I had to say about it. Thank you guys for recommending it. Till next time, catch you guys.